Nice. Thanks, Carl. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got a super late start today, so my apologies, but it's probably better for you West Coasters on the U.S. West Coast. Usually the stream starts really early, so I miss out on some of you West Coasters. So we're starting a lot later today. But yeah, let's take a look at the market. I am totally lost on the market today, guys. I got a late start, so what did I miss? It looks like we gapped up. Woo. Wow, SPY 636. Yeah, I see that, Caroline. APLD, let me just scope out the scene real quick. What do you guys have on watch? I know Brandon mentioned SMCI. Just want to check a look at semis. SMCI is losing it? Why? They red of all the names today, all the semis, SMCI is red. APLD looks like it pulled back. TSM pulled back, or kind of flat. But every other semi is pretty green today. Let's take a look. VIX is down below 16. That's a good sign for the markets. Oh my God. TTD. I saw a lot of people bullish on this name. This is why, you know, sometimes it's really good to avoid earnings, guys. I know a lot of people like buying calls for earnings, and mostly calls. It just doesn't always work that way. Let's see. Oh my God, man. Wow. Yeah, I would not try to buy the dip on this anytime soon, guys. Be very careful with TTD. This thing lost, instantly lost a lot of levels here. Wow. Oh my God. Actually, this area, like that 50 spot, is pretty good support. CrowdStrike, let's take a look. Okay, yeah, there's a little double bottom setup right here. Are you day trading this, or are you swinging something? This just had earnings not too long ago, no? When is CrowdStrike's earnings? Did they have it already? End of the month. I'm surprised. I actually thought that CrowdStrike would have a kind of a pump. Cybersecurity names I thought would get a pump because of this the DOJ or somebody. I forgot, somebody in the government got hacked recently. Hold on, let me look at my cybersecurity watch list. How is China doing? I was looking that Baba had a bad gap down. CLZ. I don't know why I pulled this up. This was a name that I had on watch. Good morning, guys. Anybody on free trial? Welcome to Xtrades. Welcome to Xtrades. I'm just scoping out the scene, guys. A little bit lost in the market today, so bear with me. But the goal of this live stream is really to show you guys around the Xtrades server, the Discord, the app, and help you navigate everything that you have to offer here. The idea is that you start to learn how to optimize your experience using the app to your best abilities. And that's kind of my goal. So if you guys are not familiar with the app, and you've just been familiar with Discord and getting trades from Discord and everything Discord, Xtrades is one of the only places, if not the only place like it. No place like it where we have our own app where you can follow specific traders based on your preferences and follow specific types of trades. So not just the specific traders, but specific types of trades. So swing trades, stock trades, options trades. Now we've enabled our futures trading, though it's in kind of like in a beta mode right now. But it's going to improve over time. SMCI, man, yeah, I feel bad. Brandon, where are you? Where are you, bro? You're in here? No, I don't see you. Bokali, yeah, welcome to the Xtrades family officially. I see you signed up for the yearly membership. Congrats on that. Congrats on that. What's up, Carl? Yeah, thanks for joining. Top Notch, thanks for joining. What's up? Half asleep. Hopefully you're not sleeping now. Finkel, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. What's up, guys? Daniel, Caroline, thanks for joining, guys. Carson, what's up? KD, Genevieve, Nap. I like that name. Rajiv, yeah, welcome to Xtrades, guys. Again, for you guys that have not had a free trial in a long time, I'm happy to renew your membership, your free trial, I'm sorry, and kind of guide you through the process, guys. The server can be very overwhelming without a little bit of guidance on how to use the app, and that's why we host this live stream pretty much every Friday to go over a bunch of things. You guys can ask any questions along the way, and we'll talk about the basic stuff like the alerts and how to best navigate the Discord and the app. But first things first, I got to mark these levels on the SPY plan because we do live trade as well. If we find some opportunities, we will take some trades as well. So let's see what we can find. First thing I always do, and apologies for you guys that are just stock traders, don't know anything about options. You're in the right place, I promise you. It's going to take a little bit of time to get familiar with options. It doesn't take a week or two to learn it. It's going to take some routine. It's going to take some practice. It's going to take a little bit of losing in the process, but we try to our best to teach you guys that losing is part of the game. And the sooner you start to accept that, the faster you're going to learn and be more consistent in the market. Bokali, let me take a look. I didn't see this last night. Let me see. Probably one for the Dear Admins. Are there any issues with the channel AI alerts? Yeah, so AI alerts currently is kind of back under construction. The reason why is because we're working on what's called the Sniper tier channel, which you probably see this here, tier Sniper. So to answer your question, this is basically on hold right now. This will probably exist in one form or fashion eventually again, but tier Sniper right now is the kind of the main focus, so hopefully that makes sense. Tier Sniper is basically like whoever's on a hot streak when it comes to their trade. So if they're they've got a 5 trade win streak, or they've just done well over a period of certain time, they're going to end up getting a Sniper tier role, and their alerts will be placed into this channel. And again, your feedback helps a lot. Any kind of feedback that you guys have will always go into consideration. We do have a channel specifically called suggestions channel. If you guys have any suggestions or want to look through there, and you can upvote any specific suggestion that's in there, and we always consider those, of course, above anything else. So everything goes into consideration, guys. Honestly, this app has been built directly by user feedback. So anything that you think can help your experience out, it'll help us out as well. So let me copy paste these right here. Hopefully that makes sense. Does that answer your question, Bokali? Those AI alerts, eventually it'll be back into play, but right now it's just kind of under construction again. So let's mark this SPY plan. I see that we probably missed a little bit of entries here, but this looks bullish as heck. We're breaking pre-market lows, and now we're testing yesterday's previous high. Honestly, this looks like a good opportunity to potentially short. But I don't like fighting the trend, so let's just mark these SPY plan levels first and kind of go from there, guys. So this is every single day. JTW, he's one of our top analysts on the server. He posts a daily SPY plan, just exactly like what you're seeing right here, right now. And basically, the idea is that if you trade the indexes, SPY, QQQ, IWM, any of those, you may want to pay attention to this. If we're breaking down, you might want to look for short setups. If we're breaking out, then hey, you might want to stick to the trend upwards and find opportunities to the long side. So let's mark these levels first and pretty much go from there. So let me get the SPY plan up. And what you see here, guys, is actually the trade plan navigator. You're going to see these levels change in the background here. This comes with Xtrades membership. So if you're interested in this, just let me know. DM me your TradingView username, and we can give you access to it. It doesn't provide automatic levels or anything like that, but you're going to see this. You're going to see this change in the background. So call entry is a confirmed break of 635.05. Can see 636.53, which I think we're tapping that area. We just broke that level actually. 637.60 is TP2, so we're on the verge of getting to that price target already. Out the gate, man. Market looks really strong. 638.61. Stop loss is 633.95. The put entry, we're pretty far from it. I don't think we have much data today. So this could be just a melt up kind of day. We'll see. 630.05. 629.13. 633.95 is the stop loss average down. It's actually a shared stop loss average down. $633.95. Okay, there we go. So we got our SPY plan levels into play. I'm gonna save this template as SPY plan. All of this is really supposed to be done pretty much in the pre-market. So obviously I'm a little bit behind here. And now we got our levels for SPY. So we're looking at yesterday's previous day high. I really want to take a short here, honestly. Testing yesterday's high. So I'm actually going to take a short here on futures, just a starter swing here. A starter entry on futures. Give me a second here. I'm going to take a short. Very risky.
Order filled.
Kind of calling the top here with a stop above 637.60. So basically when we get to this PT2, that's going to be my stop loss. So just a risky little trade there based off yesterday's levels. Any other function? This is the 15. Actually, we'll do the 5 minute. So every 5 minutes that any of these alerts, any of these levels trigger, I'll get an alert. Okay. By the way, guys, anybody, if you're brand new, you guys can always, my DMs are always open. I'll be happy to guide you. Bukali, that includes you, of course. You know, first of all, welcome to the Xtrades family officially, if I didn't say that earlier. You know, you made a really solid decision, of course. So I'll be happy to guide you separate from this. You know, after this, you can DM me. And I'll guide you through pretty much everything, more than anything that we go through today. So no worries. So send me, DM me your TradingView username. DM me your TradingView username. I'm gonna send you a friend request right now. And just when you get a chance, DM me. And then after the stream, I'll get to the trade plan navigator. And also with the yearly membership, you actually get access to the Xtrades Algo Pro, which is another TradingView indicator that looks like this. Actually, I use it time to time. I don't always use it, but I do like to look at levels. And this one specifically does. This one specifically provides automatic levels and a channel that you could look at. There's a lot of little customization, and I'll share the PDF guide and also the document. There's a PDF guide, and then there's a video as well that explains how to use it and how you can kind of customize it. It's pretty cool. It tells you when the market is, you know, when whatever chart you're pulling up on whatever time frame, if it's too choppy, RSI, low on the day, volatility level, you know, if the volume is relevant enough. You know, this is super low volume, so I'm not even gonna pull this one up. This is a bad example. Let's check out SMCI. This is the one that somebody requested earlier. Yeah, so looking on the 1 hour here, this looks like a double bottom here. Obviously, you can see a little target there. This is free from TradingView, by the way. This is a TradingView indicator that's telling me that this is a double bottom, and this would be a potential target. Would never short SPY when Tesla's running. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a high risk short here. We're just taking basically the level from yesterday as a previous high, and maybe could be calling the top here. How much is Tesla running? Let me pull up the Mag 7. Let me see. Wow, Tesla broke 330. What the hell happened? Okay, Nvidia's above 180. Apple continuation, man. I can't believe we were dying for this to break 215 for like, I don't even know, man. 3 weeks. I had August 215 calls, August 15th 215 calls, and I closed those obviously before earnings. I didn't want to risk it, and then Apple totally dumped after earnings. So I mean, all that value would have been lost, but you know, there was a chance yesterday to re-enter at some point. Apple, Google finally breaking 200. Microsoft pretty flat. Amazon looks pretty flat today so far, but overall had a huge run over the last couple of sessions. So yeah, market looks pretty damn bullish overall. Crazy. All right, let me check. Do we have any data today or anything that I need to be concerned about? Let's take a look. Yeah, so first of all, guys, this is all 15-minute candles right here. I'm not looking to enter anything right now. To be honest with you, I'm looking to see where the best opportunities could be. Microsoft is lagging. I like the laggers to kind of catch up, or we'll see what slows down first. But yeah, when Tesla runs like this, honestly, I'm looking for a short opportunity. I'm not trying to go long on this. Let me see. Oops. Let me go back. I know this 335 spot was a huge level in the past. I haven't charted Tesla in a minute, so let's see. We're breaking above the 333 SMA here. We got a bull ribbon flag that was broken above. So yeah, Tesla looks pretty damn bullish overall in the, you know, larger time frames. Let's see. Yeah, so this is another potential short opportunity. It's looking pretty toppy right here. But obviously, if it breaks above this flag, then you're looking at a potential move to 350 area, honestly. Pretty interesting spot for Tesla right here, man. This is a big move. Intraday looks pretty strong. But what I like to do, guys, look, whenever I'm interested in any specific stock, one of the first things I'm always going to do is get other insight, because, again, that's what this community is for. It's not for... Oh, yeah, baby. How about that short? How about that short? That just paid me a couple of units there. So that short paid. Just took profit on it. Obviously, I wish I had more contracts there, but only had one. But it's all good. So far, called the top there. So far, we rejected yesterday's previous high, as you could see. But if it goes above that, that's pretty damn bullish. So we'll see what this... we're heading back towards the first price target here on SPY. So we'll see what happens there. Does that make sense, Diamond Hands? I basically took a short based on yesterday's previous high. Very straightforward play. But again, this is harder to catch with options. This is hard to catch with options. Like if you know, this move won't pay that much with options unless you're buying a really close to the money, short, 0 DTE, and literally that's a 10-minute trade. With futures, you can bank on that. But with options, you might have gotten 20% there, if that. So not always the easiest to trade options when it comes to you know, that type of 5-minute candle right there. But yeah, we'll see how we react here. I'm gonna set an alert at that previous high. Just set an alert there. If we break back above, I'm probably going to the long side. In fact, I might take a long right here if we break here. And I'll take a short down here. 64.02. Yeah, this is all right. All right, so let's search, right? Lane, you mentioned Tesla, right? I got you. So let's look at Tesla, right? Let's see what other people are saying. Firstly, Tesla daily, main options chat. This is Crazy A. He's one of our top traders on the server. Been around vetted by the community for a long time. So he says here, we got a strong bull flag above the BBS buy range. BBS is an indicator that he uses, which basically uses fib levels, and I think it's liquidity sweeps of some sort. This is on Tesla on the weekly time frame. So there's a huge candle right here. This is kind of the flag that I was looking at right here on Tesla. It's kind of similar. So if we look at the weekly, it kind of pretty exact right there. I was looking at the daily, but yeah. But yeah, this looks like a very short-term opportunity short, but very risky. Very risky. Like as in a day trade only, right? Like I wouldn't swing a puts by no means. When Tesla runs, like you said, Diamond Hands, when Tesla runs, it freaking runs. It runs. Let's see. Do we have anything to worry about today? No. There's no data, no politics, nothing like that should affect the market today. Unless Trump starts tweeting stuff, we might see a melt up. We could see a melt up today, possibly. But yeah, so far the trend is up, so it's really difficult to fight the trend, guys. But like I said, I really am kind of looking for a short opportunity here on Tesla, to be honest with you guys. I'm gonna take a look here. Last week we tried it, and we took a small loss on something that was uptrending. I think it was PLTR. PLTR. I'll never day trade it again. I'll never day trade Tesla PLTR again. So yeah, this looks pretty toppy to me, honestly. As you can see, it totally got rejected around this area a couple weeks ago. Fat gap down, rejected here. I always like to mark these levels, right? So this is resistance, 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 rejected. I mean, they all rejected here. Where else? Right, so that's what we use support resistance for, right? Slap down, slap down, slap down, slap down. Yeah, Tesla's struggling with this area right now, but the 1 hour candle is so strong on the volume that I'm not touching it right now. If you're longing here, you're chasing. If you're shorting here, you're trying to time the top, which is not the easiest thing to do. So I'm going to pretty much avoid this. But if it does break below this 330 spot, I will definitely look into taking a short. So we'll see what happens there. So really no play for me here. I'm not a fan of swinging into the weekend short term, so I'm also not looking to swing Tesla short term into next week. I'd rather wait for the reaction to this big move. There's a possibility that we could see something like this and just test and go back down to some moving averages. You might go back down to 25 area, 320, and then maybe that'll be setting up for the big next leg up. But yeah, again, these are just, you know, short-term predictions. But so far, as you can see, Tesla's struggling right here so far. Let me check VIX. Yeah, VIX looks horrible, which is good for the market. Yeah, so let's see. Let's take a look at further Tesla analysis here. Let's see. Not much else for today. We just had a bunch of people closing trades, not opening on Tesla. Let's see. We got some options flow from earlier this morning. Somebody took a 325 put, 123K into the Tesla put for next week. Man, but there's probably so much options flow on this right now. 270 puts, 110K, not too relevant. 340 calls above the ask. This was this morning also, 340 strike. Yeah, this is a lot of noise on Tesla. I'm not a big fan of options flow for mega large caps. It's just too much noise. There's too much going on. Look at Tesla. This was... Oh my God, bro. This is bullish as hell. This is Tesla 320 puts for October 17th at the bid, meaning they're selling these puts. $10 million, $12 million at the bid. Pretty crazy. That's a huge size right there. That is more relevant than something that's 110K, 140K for Tesla's nothing. Chump change. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That is bullish as hell. And that was 45 minutes ago. So that tells me somebody's positioning themselves for a bigger move to the upside with big size. So yeah, this could break out pretty big next week. We'll see what happens. Tesla's definitely on watch for a big move to the upside. If it can break this flag on a weekly and on a weekly, let me check the monthly. I'm just curious. Yeah, these were my levels a while back. Let me see. So I had 347 as my next target if Tesla broke 300 at that time. It just obviously, look at all this chop, man. I think we got to 350 at one point. Hard rejection. So 347 would probably be my next target if Tesla breaks. I'm new. Is there a trading room in Xtrades? Yes. So our main trading... All right. Well, let me talk about the channels, guys. Let me talk about the channels real quick. All right. The main options chat is our main... obviously, main options chat is literally exactly how it sounds. Anything related to options, this is probably our most popular channel on the server. Obviously, options runs the market these days. More people are trading options than anything else these days. And so with that said, yeah, it looks bullish to me as well. With that said, yeah, the main analysis, this chat is basically our live ongoing analysis throughout the day, right? So if you're day trading, especially, you probably want to pay attention to this chat when it comes to insight and analysis live ongoing, right? Our main stock chat is more so for stock traders. This is the main chat for just stock traders. It's a little bit less popular, but you will see solid analysis and insight here as well. Oh, how's QS? I haven't looked at QS actually today. Okay, it's pulling back pretty nicely. Oof, wow, it actually hit 960 was my target, man. Damn, should have taken profits here. Ah. Yeah, QS, interesting spot. Damn, I should have kept my shorts, huh? Diamond hands. Look at that, man. That's what I'm saying. We rejected yesterday's previous high, pretty nasty so far. Broke down pretty hard. I should have took puts. But again, it's pretty risky, man. I didn't this is where I wanted to actually go short again. But so far we're bouncing here. Just missed a short entry again. So yeah, main chats, guys, main chats, and please feel free to keep asking questions, guys. I appreciate the questions. I promise I'll get to them. Right, so main stock chat, main option chat, those are our main two channels there, and then we have a futures and forex channel. If you're interested in futures at all, you have a futures channel right here. This is again, our futures alerts are improving over time. It's still being, it's kind of like in beta mode right now. We're still testing things out, and it eventually is going to be fully compatible with the app, but at the moment it's not. But yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, TTD, oof, ugly. Any good tickers? TTD, yeah, sort of. This guy needs to ask this in the questions channel. Let me recommend copy paste to there. Yeah, Lobro says, hey Chris, I need help. What is the best place to learn about charting and learning how to identify possible entry and exit points? Okay, Lobro, so the first thing I recommend is get familiar with TradingView. TradingView is, there's no other software like it when it comes to charting. Personally, I think it's the best one. You kind of only get better at charting just using it. And we do have a lot of video lessons, guys, on our Xtrades YouTube, which I highly recommend. There's a lot of free video lessons there. If you don't have TradingView, Lobro, you can sign up with our link. You get 30 days free of their premium version. And I recommend signing up for the, well, you don't have to right now because you're not familiar with it yet, but you can use the free version. You're just limited to a couple of, you know, advertisements, and also you get hit with a limitation of alerts that you can set. So, you know, like if I want alert here, I want to alert here, you can only do, I think it's like 4 or something per chart, something like that. There's a little bit of a limitation again. So yeah, but still, honestly, the free version is fine for anybody brand new to TradingView. I recommend it heavily. Again, we do have a bunch of video lessons on our YouTube. I actually sent some right now. Let's see. I have a bunch for you. And you can DM me after this, Lobro, and I'll share these via DM if you prefer. But one of the fundamentals, guys, fundamentals are a must. Oh, I guess I don't have it here. Hold on one second. Let me see. Support and resistance flips. Yeah, this one I share pretty often. Trading Principles by Hydra. Recommend check this one out, guys. I send this one pretty often via DM. And there's another one. 1 second, let me share that one. Lobro. Again, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, guys. We have tons of video lessons in there. It's like a crazy amount. Let me share this one. Hold on a second, guys. My bad. I'll share a couple of these. We got that one, and then we have technical analysis. This is another one from Alexander. Basically just going over trend line, wedges, support resistance, Very basic stuff that anybody can pretty much learn. So highly recommend that one. And I think I have one more for you that I can share. And again, scan through our YouTube. You'll find a bunch. But this is another good one. Support resistance trend lines by Hydra. You know, save these for reference. Subscribe to the YouTube. We post video lessons pretty much weekly. So you might find something helpful that you probably wouldn't have found anywhere else. Like, honestly, guys, the goal for Xtrades is to be that only resource that you guys would need in order to learn long term, right? Any literally question that has to do with trading or investing, you guys can ask in the questions channel. We have a general question for anything related to, you know, I mean, even we have some people talk about like, you know, like mortgage stuff, you know, tax, you know, how to avoid taxes best, you know, things like that. Obviously, you know, you have your own accountant that you should ask, but, you know, when it comes to anything related to the trading or your portfolio or anything like that, general questions you guys can always ask in the questions channel. I promise that eventually those questions get answered by people who really have been in this game for a long time, guys. It's not just me. You can always DM me as well. I mean, look, I don't tell people that I know everything there is to know about the market and economical views and investing, etc., etc. But I do know for sure that I can at least guide you in the right direction. I know for sure I can guide you in the right direction. Let me see. I got filled on something here. I think I got filled on a short. Yep. I got filled on shorts here, guys. Let's see if market might reverse here. That was a nasty candle right there. Yeah, I'm kind of targeting this call entry. If we go back to 635 area, might take an opportunity to go long right down here. See what happens. Tesla's struggling so far up there. What needs to update here? Oh, VWAP. Oh, baby. So personally, I use, what platform do I use? I use Robinhood and Webull when it comes to options and stocks. But I use this Tradeovate or TradingView. I could also trade on TradingView if I wanted to. I'm kind of used to putting in the orders here, but honestly, it's pretty good on TradingView as well. Oh shoot, I forgot to link my account here. In a second. Yeah, so with this, with futures, you could trade directly with TradingView, which is pretty cool. You know, like I could set an order right here. Like if I want to go long, maybe I'll go long. Let me check. Hold on, where it corresponds to SPY. So this is about 635. Yeah, somewhere around here. I can go long, right? Let's just say I'll buy. I'll go long. I could set my price target with TradingView. I could set it to make me run contract here. And I could put a stop loss if I go long right at this VWAP right here. Bottom of this bull ribbon right here. So I'll lose 57 bucks if it gets down there. So I got a buy order right there in case we pull back all the way down there. So yeah, I have a few different platforms, but my main brokers are Webull and Robinhood. Yeah, so yeah, you could do that with. So actually, every broker is a little bit different, right? Every broker is a little bit different, but TradingView allows you to link some accounts to your TradingView. Webull is actually one of them, but Webull, you can only do stock trading. You can't do like TradingView is not compatible with options. No options with TradingView. I didn't even know they had Moomoo. I have Moomoo account too, but I don't really use it, to be honest. I probably have a lot of these accounts. Let me see. TradeEar, I have TradeEar as well. That's about it. Tasty Trades, if you use that, that's here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool option. You can even paper trade with TradingView, which is pretty cool too. You can trade directly from the chart, which is nice. Like, you don't really get that anywhere else. Well, actually, Robinhood just added a feature for to do that, so it's pretty cool. All right, so SPY's getting a bounce here on this 5-minute VWAP. So far, it looks like I'm red on this short here. Yeah, I went from red to green here. We bounced pretty high here. And we'll see if this provides another short opportunity, or this is, or we're gonna go long again. But personally, it's kind of in no man's land. I would like to wait for 635 to go long, or a break back above again yesterday's previous day's high, intraday high, because there's another pre-market high up here. So. So yeah, we have an alert. If we break above this, we're probably going long. So again, the idea, guys, is really to teach that if you don't have a plan, you shouldn't trade. You shouldn't post a trade. You shouldn't place a trade on your broker if you don't have a plan to exit. And that means that if you need to have a plan to exit to the upside or to the downside, because losing is part of the game. And you're gonna hear me say that a lot, guys. A lot of people struggle with the fact that they have to lose in the market, right? In your right mind, right? If you ask anybody in their right mind, do you like to lose? What are they going to say? No, right? I mean, nobody likes to lose in their right mind, right? But losing, unfortunately, is part of trading. And again, nobody likes to lose, but you have to find a way to manage how to lose properly. And that's really the key to last long term in this market. So that's another thing that we just try to emphasize as much as possible and be very realistic with you. You're going to lose if you're just following trades blindly and hoping for the best. It's not the way it works, guys. It's not the way it works. All right, so we have pretty much a Tesla plan. Like below 330, I'm probably going to go short. So far, again, it's struggled with this area. If we break 330... what is this? 336.50. I would like to go long, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, if I like below 330. I like to short. Again, it's tough to fight the trend. It's tough to fight the trend. This is the 921 EMA. This red and this green and red line right here. It's the 921 EMA on the 5-minute, which is if sign pretty simple. If it's above that, pretty bullish short term. If it's below that, it's bearish short term. But you know, again, there's a lot of little things that can try to help you trading, and that's kind of what we try to provide to you, is a lot of little tools that could potentially help your trades, right? You want to have as much of an edge as possible, right? We're not hedge funds here, guys, right? We're not hedge funds here. We're not market makers, right? The guys who have been successful doing this for a long time on our server, they're successful because of a lot of little tools that they use in order to help them with their own trading. OG, so I use for futures, I use Apex. I'll shoot you a my code here. Hold on a second. I think I had it somewhere here. Hold on a second, guys. One second. Pull this up. Yeah, I'll show you my link. KYC? No, it's not like crypto, bro. That's a broker. That crypto exchanges need KYC. But for futures account, I mean, you do need to provide. I think it's just your name and address stuff. I don't think it's anything crazy like that. But once you want to withdraw, I mean, you probably will need to have some kind of form. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Any questions, guys? Any questions so far on the server, on the app? I haven't even talked about the app yet, but we're going to navigate this as well. And I'll show you guys how to use this properly, guys. The app is a massive benefit that nobody else has in the market. No one else has this out there, guys. All of the money that comes into Xtrades is literally getting poured into this development of this app and the network that we want to create of really solid traders and also people to learn from those traders. And that's the goal. If you have experience trading and you feel like this is a community where you can find like-minded solid traders, where you can, you know, it's not like no nonsense type of things, like, you know, we're not sending a bunch of memes all damn day. You know, the goal at the end of the day, everyone has the common goal, pretty much just making money, right? That's really the common goal. But how do we get there? How do we get there together, guys? Right? That's what this is all about. Being able to share ideas with like-minded traders and make some money off of those ideas. It's impossible for one person to basically keep track of the entire market, right? So that's what a community really pays for. My bad, OG. I got you, brother. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way. Give me a second. I thought I saved it here, man. Yeah, here we go. I got you. All right, I found it. I lost my chat. You guys still see my screen? My bad. I thought I did something maybe. Yeah, so that's my link right there. You could try to sign up. Now, the only thing is, so they charge a fee for a monthly fee, basically. The idea is that you need to, you know what? I'll send you a link that explains like how it works, because it's not the easiest explanation, honestly. You pay a monthly fee to get an account, which is like a paper trading account. The idea is, I'll show you right now. So this balance that you're seeing right here, it started with 50K, $50,000 of a paper trading size. The goal for this account is for you to get to this balance to get to 53K. So the goal is to make 3,000 and to not lose 2,000. So they give you $2,000 as a leeway. If you get to 48,000, you blow the account, and you need to pay another monthly fee to reset the account. So the goal is to get to 53K. Once you get to 53K, you are considered passed, like you pass the account, and then they give you real money. Like basically they give you now a new 50K balance, and every time you get to a certain threshold, you can start to withdraw that money, and you're basically you don't have to use your own funds for this portfolio pretty much. And there's no monthly fee after that. So once you pass the account, you pay a lifetime fee for that account to have that balance, and you're able to withdraw from that account. Hopefully I didn't botch that explanation. Hopefully that makes sense, man. It's not the easiest thing. Again, I'm gonna share the post. It's a pinned message in the futures channel, which you don't see it. OG, man, I don't know what you're waiting for, brother. I sent you the discount link to sign up, man. Anybody that joins the live stream, we do provide an incentive. Again, as a reminder, we do provide an incentive for you guys joining the live stream. We do provide a discount for you signing up for membership. If you already signed up for a membership, I cannot change the balance or whatever you paid already, but we can provide you a discount to upgrade whatever plan that you already paid for in the future. So check out that link, OG, and you'll see 007, he's one of our top traders, top analysts here, and he has this Notion site where he pretty much explains all the setup and what you need to know about futures, how it works. You know, really good explanation. I think he has a couple explanation videos, and he set my account up as well, by the way. Everything that you're seeing right here is pretty much set up from him. There's a lot of little things that you could do with Tradeovate. Tradeovate is basically the platform that Apex uses in order for you to trade futures. There's a lot of other ones. There's like other ones called Top Step. There's a lot of prop firms. They're called prop firms. So that's what Apex is. Do we have any small account type challenges on options? So we have a small account. We have an account challenge channel, but it's more like a personal diary type of thing, I would say. Where is that account challenge? Oh, we might have removed it. Hold on a second. Let me double check. Oh yeah, I think it got taken off. Yeah, people were using it in the wrong context. Like it was kind of impossible to follow those types of trades. And then when the trader wouldn't keep track of the insight and the analysis behind the trades, and sometimes they would start to lose, it would kind of go left. It wasn't our top analysts that were doing it. It was more so just regular traders that were kind of trying their luck and doing their own challenge. But we do have a set of top traders that I do recommend you follow. So I'll share that list right now, and I'll show you guys the app now, okay? So give me 1 second. I'm going to share a list of top traders that you can follow on the app, right? And I know it's a long list, but you can kind of start to see their profiles and navigate yourself on how to, their stats, etc., etc. So the best thing about the app, right? There's a few best things. I'm gonna say that a lot, right? I just sent this list, right? So now let's say I want to search any of these names, right? So let's just say Alexander, right? Alexander, he's one of our top analysts on the server. He's been around for a long time, vetted by the community. Again, he's one of our top traders and has posted countless amount of video lessons. I mean, he's just been super helpful to the community's growth for years. So I click on his profile, and when I click on his profile, I'm going to see a bunch of things here. I'm going to see his win rate, return per trade, all the trades that he's posted in the existence of this app is probably around 1,500 trades. That's a span of about 2 or 3 years worth of trades, right? I got you, A. So yeah, when you start your free trial, you don't see all the channels initially. You would need to go into where it says channel selection. So let me share that real quick. Go into channel selection and make sure you choose all the channels that are relevant to you. The only reason we offer this option now, and this recently changed, is because a lot of traders were totally overwhelmed by everything that we offer. So we try to narrow it down for your preferences. So you choose whatever channels that you want initially. And then as your trial progresses, you start to see a few more channels open up. And again, the only reason we do that is because we want traders to have the ability to find their own trades and their own preferences as well. Wow, Mobley is down 15% here. Oof. Right, so from here, you could, once you search a trader's profile, you could see the return per trade, return win per trade, how many stock trades, how many options trades, and for my preference, Alexander is one of my best follows. He's very on the lower risk side of trading. He sees an opportunity. For the most part, he's going to take it, and it's usually a good amount of time, usually a swing trade with plenty of time, and it's not always a crazy amount, very expensive. When it comes to how much the options trade cost, he'll stay usually in the range of maybe $3, $4, $5, so meaning 400, 300, 400, 500 bucks. But sometimes you will see ones that are a little bit cheaper, but again, the idea is that you have the ability to follow specific trades based on your preferences. So let's just say, for example, I'm just gonna scan the alerts right now. All right, so I'm going to go to the alerts feed right here. Click on this button right here. So all these trades right here, this is every single trader on the server that you see right here. Every single trade that you see right now. I'm going to toggle this open alerts only. And by the way, hey, I'm going to friend request you, and we'll be in touch after this. No worries. I'll guide you, you know, and whoever wants to. That's fine. Kimexi, thanks for joining, brother. Appreciate you joining. What's up, Carson? Daniel, what's up? Newbie, name checks out. Newbie is new here. That makes sense. Sergio, what's up, Sergio? What's going on, man? Welcome to Xtrades. Yeah, so no worries. I got you. I'll friend request you as well, and I'll DM you, and we'll be in touch after this as well. But basically, the idea is, guys, join as many live streams as possible. I do host this live stream every single Friday. I usually start a lot earlier so that we don't, you know, run into the specific market. You know, I like to guide people when the market is closed. There's not as many distractions, so I like to, you know, give that insight at the beginning. But today specifically, we started way later. I had a bunch of things in the morning that I really caught up to me. I wasn't expecting it to take that long. So normally this stream starts at 8:45 a.m. Eastern time, so 45 minutes before the market opens. But yeah, I had a couple things come up. Oh, 1 second. One second, guys. My bad. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. All right. So every single trade that you see posted on these channels. So let me go back to the Discord. I'll compare the Discord to the app, right? So we have three main alert channels for options, and 3 main alert channels for stocks. Okay, Tier Pro, Tier 2, and Tier 3. The difference between the 3 are pretty straightforward. Tier Pro are our top analysts on the server, top traders on the server. Again, not just because of their winning trades, but also their contributions to the server, to the app, and just basically providing insight and analysis throughout the days, providing watch lists, a lot of little things that they do, each trader does, that basically gets them to the point where they are considered Tier Pro. Does that make sense? Right? And then Tier 2 are basically our next tier of staff traders. So this would be like my alerts would be going into Tier 2. I am a staff trader as well as part of the customer success team here. So my goal is basically to show you guys around, make sure you guys are not totally overwhelmed by everything we offer here. So that's why I recommend, you know, DM me, friend request me. Don't be shy. Reach out, guys, right? There's a saying that I've been hearing lately, actually, right? I think it's quite... Somebody correct me if I'm wrong if you've heard the quote. Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed, right? Ask questions, guys. Ask questions, and I promise it'll at least go somewhere. You'll get some kind of insight, analysis, or your question will be answered as long as you start asking, right? Just ask questions. Don't be shy, right? Those that don't ask questions start to struggle by themselves, very alone. This trading is a lonely world if you want it to be. Trading is a lonely career if you allow it to be. But that's what a community like this is for, to be able to bounce ideas off of others and try to make money together, right? So again, Tier Pro, top traders on the server, top analysts on the server, vetted by the community for years now. Tier 2, next tier of staff traders. So you're going to see solid trades in here as well. It's not just, you know, again, just because they're top analysts doesn't mean that you won't see really good trades in here as well. Like Slam, if you're a stock trader, you might want to follow Slam, right? When you hit view details or when you hit the user's name, it'll take you to the app. So if I hit view details, here's an example, right? Let me search like Bull, right? Bull. Visit site. It takes you to the app. Right, and this just show me his trade. It looks like he just exited pretty much at break even. Maybe he wasn't liking the price action. Maybe it was just slowing down. Maybe he doesn't want to swing it over the weekend. I'm not sure, but he closed this trade at pretty much break even. Didn't really make much. Didn't really lose anything. But he manages risk pretty well. When I click on Slam's profile, right? I mean, the numbers don't lie, guys. It's a crazy win rate. 5% return per trade. He does not trade options at all. He only trades stock trades. And when he loses, it's usually a pretty small amount, very fair size. It's nothing like he's losing, 60, 70% on a stock trade, right? He's usually losing a smaller amount for the most part. He's down pretty big on Rivian and DJT. Wow, DJT got rocked. Oh my God, 17 bucks. Yeah, it looks like he averaged down at some point as well. Looks like he averaged down a month ago on Rivian. Rivian, I'm pretty bullish if it goes above 14, but it lost a lot of levels. I had no patience for Rivian, man. I closed this a while back. I tried to swing it. Didn't work out. But again, Slam is one of those traders you might want to follow. He's usually opening pretty safe swing trades. Oh my God. ASTS, what a banger. Oh my God. Whew. Crazy. Yeah, so again, I sent that list of traders for a reason, right? I follow those traders specifically, right? You can see I follow this trader. So I'll show you guys, right? You click on anybody's profile, right? I can click on follow, just like social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you want to compare. You can follow them just like you would on any social media platform. If I press this little button right here, what it does is our Xtrades mobile app, you'll get push notifications directly to your phone once I press this button. Every time Slam opens a trade or closes a trade, I'm going to get a push notification for that trade, right? So next time he opens a trade, I'm going to get a push notification on my phone. And again, one of the best, so two best parts about this app, in my opinion, is the fact that you can follow specific type of traders, right, based on your preferences, but also you can follow not only the entry and the exit of every single trade, but the progress. And that's really where we stand out the most, guys. Nowhere else out there can you follow progress of trades. Most of the time, you'll see them, if they're down 30% or something like that, like you'll see a lot of discords out there just, they hide from it. They don't like to say that they're down, or they all of a sudden they average down. They didn't tell anybody. I mean, it's very not transparent at all. And here, you can't really hide that. You can't hide that anywhere here. So once you post a trade, it's going to stay on the app. And honestly, I recommend anybody brand new, use the app to your advantage. Use this as a journal. I promise you guys, over time, once you start seeing your trades being held accountable to a certain degree, you'll start to improve your own what you post. You're not going to want to post a bunch of shitty trades, right? You're gonna hold yourself a little bit higher, to a little bit of a higher standard, and I promise that little bit might make a difference in your portfolio, right? So my recommendation: start posting your own trades. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Once you post 10 trades on the app, your stats will be accumulated. So every single trader has a profile on their app. So this is like my profile, right? 56% win rate, 5% return per trade, 700 trades. Me for the most part. So Bokali, I'm actually, my preference is small accounts. I like trading small accounts, growing them, and withdrawing. That's kind of my thing. I have struggled in the past with big larger accounts. I've blown larger accounts a few times, and it's no fun. So I had a degenerate mentality maybe just 2 years ago, and I even stopped gambling. I used to sports bet a lot. I used to gamble a lot, poker, a lot of that stuff. It wasn't good for me. I realized over the years. Once I stopped doing that, it kind of really helped my trading actually, pretty to a large degree, I would say. It helped me kind of take less stupid trades, I would say. That I started to realize that was kind of blowing my accounts. Like I would do well for 5-6 weeks, and in a week, all of a sudden that account is either blown or just like I lose a lot of the gains. You know, that's kind of was my process and how I started to realize and recognize that, okay, I think I need some help here. I need to change the way I'm trading. I need to really dig deep into the analysis that we get on Xtrades and really start to navigate, you know, how to use this properly. And I mean, it's helped my portfolio 10x since then. So yeah, I'm very humbled by Xtrades and everything that we have here. I've been a member here for years, but I didn't really take it serious enough until maybe 2 years ago when I started working for Xtrades as well. So my goal is to really show you guys what is possible here. Right? No matter how much you've struggled, you can consider yourself to have a fresh start literally today, guys. Right? Change the way you trade, right? It's really difficult to change bad habits, but you got to start somewhere, guys. You got to start somewhere. Right? So with that said, all right, I talked about tier 2, right? Tier Pro, tier 2. Tier 3 is every single member on the server. So anybody can post their own trades here. This is where I was saying you can post your trades on Discord or the app, vice versa. Every single trade that you see on Discord, you're going to see it on the app, and vice versa. If they post a trade on the app, you're going to see it on Discord. All right, so if I post a trade right now in my tier Pro here, and I'll just show you guys, just for an example, let's do APLD, right? APLD, I actually did want to swing on this dip here. It's kind of risky, though. I preferred this over 14, and actually looks kind of like double toppy here, to be honest. But I'll take a stop at 13 if we get down there. Right, so I'm going to show you guys how to post a trade on the app, right? And I'll show you guys how it works, right? So tier Pro, I can post a trade here. So BTO means buy to open. APLD at M means market price. I could use at M for market price, or I could say the price that I paid, right? 13.83 right now, right? So I can open that trade this way, or I could do it on the app as well. I could create the alert from here. I can type the entry BTO APLD at 13.83. It gives me the market price, right? Or I could say at M. It'll give me the market price, 13.81 right now. I'm going to say starter swing, right? Right, so this is a swing trade. My stop loss is 13 bucks. I'm going to say my target is 15. 115, I wish. All right, so I opened the trade there. Oh, it gave me the capability to add details, so I could actually add a chart if I wanted to. I'll actually do that just to show you guys. So here's my trade, right? Chris G bought APLD at that price, and here you go. It's synced directly to the app. So again, you guys are not missing anything from here to here. It's going to be the same thing. But the problem is with with the Discord, you only see basically what you go into here. But here you can see everything all in one. It's much easier to see alerts on the app, guys. So I'm going to attach a chart here. Still like it. As long as 13 holds short term. Still holding this stock for the long term, and can see a move towards 16 plus by fall if market holds up. Right, so people will see this whole entire update. I could update the stop loss if I want to. I could update the price target if I want to. I'm gonna, you know what, just to show you guys, I'll change the price target to 1550 just to show you guys. Right? I'll attach the chart. Right? So again, anybody that follows me or anybody that happens to go into the alerts right here, you're going to see the latest trade. Mine right here. You're going to see the update there, and you're going to see the update on Discord. Pretty cool, right? So the idea is that any top trader, they can post their own analysis and insight directly from the app. And as long as they are updating this, it gives you the capability to know, hey, you know, I appreciate this guy, you know, posting, you know, the update, you know, on this trade. Right? We do have an update request channel just in case you are following somebody specific and they haven't updated the app. You can always tag them directly in this channel and just say, hey, you know, hey, are you still holding this? Or, you know, just making sure, you know, what levels are you seeing now? Or what are you worried about? Blah, 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 blah. You can always, you know, do that stuff. Oh, man, shorts are paying here. I should have added size, man. I kind of want to take profit here. This is looking pretty bottomy, but M shape is usually pretty bearish. This little M shape right here. Let me go back to MES right here on the 5 minute. Oh, sorry, on the 1 minute. This shape is usually bullish, bearish. Kind of a broken M, but this could see a breakdown, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for in my short. I really thought about adding size up here, but I kind of was just talking to you guys. There we go. Took profits there.
Order filled.
Order filled, guys. Yeah, I'm kind of bearish here until we get back up to how about that level, huh? Rejected literally to the T, previous day high. Let me say this in the main chat real quick. Oh, man, I can't believe TTD is down 40% today. That's insane. Previous. Spy plan, call entry. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take longs down here. I think we can start to curl back up soon. Oh, I should do it here, right? I wanted to show you guys. All right, so this... oh. Let's see. I'm looking at... Yeah, we're almost there. Oh, actually, I already have an order in. Pretty much right there, yeah. Yeah, we're good. I have some buy orders right here on futures. And, man, what a beautiful breakdown, guys. Look at that. That worked out perfectly. That short worked out perfectly. This is how you can make a lot of money with futures, man. I mean, right there, I made some money in the pre-market, like well before even, I don't even know when I got filled. Let me just check here real quick. I had some orders in the in futures, like in the pre-market, that got filled in my sleep. I don't even know what happened, and I woke up to making 150. Let me see. What time was? Let me see. This must have been. Is it gonna show me? It doesn't. It only shows me the current session, I think. Cause. Yeah. This is way too far back now. No. Oh, here it is.
Order filled.
Did I get filled? Yeah, all right. I got filled on longs here. On that candle, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Look at that flush, guys. All right, so I'm kind of betting on a reversal here. We're back to the SPY plan call entry, right? Man, guys, I can't preach it enough, right? Patience is the name of the game, right? I mean, who was here earlier? Was it Diamond Hands, I think, mentioned, right? It's hard to short the market when Tesla is like running, blah, 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 blah. But again, sometimes it doesn't matter what the rest of if SPY is doing something, you can trade just SPY, and vice versa, right? We're seeing VIX increase here. It broke above 16. That's pretty bearish, but we'll see what happens here. I am personally going long here off of this call entry, so we're gonna see what this next candle close does. See what it can do for us here. But I'm kind of betting on a reversal right here.
Order filled.
All right, I got filled on a second long here. The one that I did on TradingView. And this is bouncing perfectly pretty much off this 330. We got some support here on the 1 minute. Let me zoom out. I think I got to raise my stop here. I'm going to raise my stop to this 200 SMA on the 5 minute. Come on, change. But yeah, this is a pretty nice reversal so far. Oh, come on. Is it stuck now? All right, we'll see how SPY reacts right here. If we flush, ooh, this is flushing nasty right here. So far. We're going to see how this candle reacts right here. So I have 2 contracts in futures going long. I got a reversal candle right here, reversal indicator right here. So this is pretty good sign. Pretty good sign. I like the chances of a reversal right here on the call entry. Let me look at SPY options chain actually now. I like this spot way better than I did earlier. Damn, I'm kind of sad about BABA. Ugh, man, I lost some money on that one. I'm gonna have to close BABA swings. Losing levels, man. Damn. Yeah, I lost about 40% on this one, man. Let me close this on the app. I got to take a loss on BABA swing, man. It's not looking good. BABA, I said, if we break 119.40, forget it. This looks bad. Yeah, I don't like this price action right here. BBBAI is working so far. XPEV is working. QS is working. BABA, I gotta close this, man. Fat loss on this one, guys. Sorry if you followed. Lost levels. Not holding over the weekend. Needs more time on this one. BABA needs time to cook. All right, reversal looks pretty decent here. May add some size here. I gotta raise my stop though. This is way too far down. Stop. Tight stop on the ad. I'll take a stop here. And I'm gonna minimize some risk down here. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the server, on the app, anything specific? I'm happy to go over, guys. All right, SPY show so far showing some life support here. So far, we'll see what these next few candles provide. Ooh, that wasn't a good candle. If I get filled here, I'm gonna add a
order filled.
I did get filled. All right, I'm gonna add take profit right here on this average down, and I'll take another. Actually, no, that's good. What's going on in the market? Let's see. Let me check the heat map actually. So another cool feature of the app, of the Discord server, guys. The bot queries channel. This comes along with membership only. Actually, I think the last phase of the trial now gets access to this. You might have to check. But the bot queries channel, I can do pretty cool commands. I use the heat map here. Just get a quick glance at the market overall. And let's see. Software names are destroyed today. Wow. What's up with that? A lot of green all over the place, really. Yeah, market looks pretty strong overall. Wow, what a beauty. Let's go. Gex levels? Yes, I think so. I believe so. Let's check it out. This has a pretty cool feature. So when you type /help, you'll see a lot of commands. Basically every command that's available. And I think they do have... wait, is it market tide? Hold on. Is it market tide? Let me just check. This is sector market tide. Which is kind of like that, but not really. Let me see. Let's look through the commands together. Volume commands, open interest. I think it would have came up. Flow. I do get options flow from here. Highest volume contracts. I look at those pretty often. Sector flow, earnings, futures, ETF, Greek spot exposure. Let me see that. Is that it? What's GEX stand for? Kind of forgot. What's GEX stand for? Oh, gamma. Yes.
Order filled.
Oh, baby. Look at this pump, guys. Woo! Got filled on that one. On that average down. Shit, man. I forgot to look at the options chain. Look at this beautiful candle. This is why we trade with levels, guys. Oh, my McDonald's, man. Damn. McDonald's swing was looking good yesterday. Not looking good today. Losing 305 again. Man, what a beautiful candle that was. Gamma, let me see. No. I don't think it does, my friend. I don't think it does, yeah. But we do have one trader specifically that mentions gamma exposure pretty often. His name is Draw the Lamp. He's pretty good with that Greek with the Gex levels. Am I saying it right? Gex levels? Yeah, it should be Gex. You know how some people say GIF or GIF? Personally, I think it should be GIF. GIF is peanut butter. Yeah, let me see. Let me see what else. I wonder if they might have it. It's just a different name. Sometimes they do that. Implied, Max Payne. Hottest chains. Nah, I don't see that. We might have to request that. But that's a good one to request because that has been asked in the past. But we also had nah. Let's see hottest chains, guys. Bearish and bullish chains. So these are put sellers. Wow, $6 puts for Snap. 55 call for. Ooh. I like this Chipotle one. What alert went off there, guys? Oh my god, we are pumping, guys, off that candle.
Order filled.
Oh, I already got filled on that. Perfect. 11 trades, we're up 250. Pretty good on futures. I got like $500 left to pass this account, man. But I have a daily limit of 5. If I make 500, it stops me out. I cannot trade anymore, which is just a safe measure for me to not lose my gains. And I kind of like higher for longer here. I'm going to take some orders here to the long side. If we get filled again. Shit, this is too many. So if the target pretty much is 636.53 on SPY. If we can break back above this 921 EMA on the 5-minute, which is 635.70, which it looks pretty good to break right here. I kind of like more upside again. Oh man, QS losing $9. Look at Tesla, man. I should have shorted it. Yeah, I kind of feel like opening a couple swings. Honestly, man. I feel like looking at a couple swings for SMCI specifically, and want to look at CMG. So let's take a look. Right, when I am ever interested in, oh, God, I should have taken a market long, man. Ugh. Oh my god. Wow. Look at this pump, guys. I hope somebody took longs with me on SPY earlier. That 635 spot was beautiful. It was a VWAP here, and plus the call entry that we had from earlier. And I can see this getting back up to 636.50, guys, right now. Probably soon. If you're up 20%, hey, nice, Bokali, beautiful. If you're up on this, yeah, I forgot to look at the options chain. I got distracted. That happens to me sometimes when I'm streaming. I look at the analysis and I'm like, I didn't take the trade. So let me take a look. Chipotle, man, I love this chart. When we were at around 45 area and we took it to the long side, it was just beautiful. Just buy the dip, breakout, dip, breakout again. I mean, Chipotle made me a lot of money earlier this year, and I sold everything before earnings. And man, I mean, actually, I probably sold it. I think I took a last loss. I tried to buy the dip around 50 again. And man, it got totally destroyed on earnings. They're not making enough money, I guess, or maybe too many costs. I didn't look into the details of the earnings call, but this looks so bearish right now. This chart looks so bearish right now. It's going to be hard for me to buy this dip, man. It's like calling the bottom, which I'm not a big fan of. I used to try to do that often. Oh, my God. Dude, I cannot believe I do not get filled, man. Look how close I was to getting filled here, guys. I should have got filled right here. I should have got filled right here. I missed it by 0.25. Didn't happen. I don't know if we're going back down there, guys, today. This looks like a uptrendy kind of day. Again, there's no Fed speakers. There's nothing here. Bakali, I hope you're at least considering taking profits here. Should be up like 30. I don't know what trade you took, but you should be up. If you're on a 0 DTE, you got to be up at least 40%. Right here, that was a whole dollar and some change. I'm hoping you're up at least 30%, which you should be at least taking some profits. If you took many contracts, at least sell some profit, leave some runners if possible. If you only have less than 3 contracts, consider taking all of it. Nice. Raise your stop loss also. That's another thing I recommend every time. Protect your capital at all costs. Raise your stop loss so that you cannot lose this trade. You cannot lose this trade, even if it goes. You can't lose the trade. Just raise your stop loss in profit, and you're locked in. Nice work. Beautiful. Good job. Love it. Oh my God, I am having some serious FOMO. Oh my God. I'm having some serious FOMO, man. I gotta buy some dip if it gets back here. Ugh. I'm so sad. I mean, I can't be that sad. I'm up 250 on 10 trades, which is great. Yeah, I believe any kind of pullbacks here would get bought up. Any pullbacks here are gonna get bought up, in my opinion. And it's actually making me want to take a Tesla long here with 330 as a stop loss. Yeah. Let me look at the options chain again. See if we can finally. Let's see if we can get a trade in here. Tesla, I wanted it at 330. Let's see. Looking at the 332.50 calls, looks pretty safe at the money. Or near the money. Not that close, but I'm going to take a starter entry here on Tesla. We're pretty much right on VWAP. Let me take a look. Let me zoom in on this candle right here. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to alert a trade here. Pretty high risk, so if you manage your risk carefully, if you happen to follow, I'm going to take BTO Tesla 332.50 calls. 332.50 call should be around 95 or so. 50 call for today at M. Risky day trade. So manage your risk. Please manage your risk. Do not take a heavy size on these guys if you are just following and you want to give it a shot. I like this 330 spot. It's pretty going to be pretty straightforward. If we lose this 330, that is a clear sign to either average down or stop loss. And more likely than not, I will probably cut the loss and just call it a day. It could pull down to maybe 328, but I personally, if I'm day trading, I do not like to have to recover from a big loss. I rather reopen a new trade and live to fight another trade. Yeah, Baba destroyed me today. Well, not destroyed me, but oh my God, already up 20% here. It's already up 20% on this one candle here. SPY is still running. I like a little pullback here on Tesla would be nice for a big dip buy right here. I would love a little pullback back to this VWAP so that people can get in here. I'm already up 30% here, guys. Please don't chase. Don't chase. If you missed it, you missed it. It's fine. If we get to 30% here at 125, my entry was 95. I'm going to take some profit. This is a really fast entry, guys. Oh my God. My entry was 95, but it's okay. I think we can retest. Oh my God, bro. SPY is just running right now. Again, right? Woo! First price target met on the SPY plan. This is why we trade with levels, guys, right? Again, if you miss the first 30 minutes of the market, it's totally fine, guys, right? My recommendation, this is just me personally. This is just a rule for me personally. I do not trade the first 30 minutes of the market open. I don't open trades in the first 30 minutes of the market open. I scope the scene out and I wait. And I wait pretty patiently. I try to wait until at least 10 o'clock for some kind of trend. If that's going upwards, then perfect. that first candle was looking good for Tesla, but we need to break above this 331.60 for some nice upside. And so far so good. I mean, look at this. Oops. Nice little flag breakout here on SPY. And I kind of like the mags here of all Tesla right here because it had such a strong open that it pulled back and it's testing again. Look at Apple. Oh my God. Whew. Apple, I mentioned Microsoft longs potentially today since it was lagging so hard, but looks like it hasn't done much. Nvidia looks pretty flat up there, but It still had a good opening, man. Apple looks so strong. Yeah, I got you, my friend. I'll DM you the discount code for membership. Um, yeah, anybody that signed up recently, I'm sorry, I cannot change the amount you paid just now, but we can provide you a discount to upgrade membership. Lifetime membership, honestly, guys, is probably not going to be available at some point, maybe next year. I think you guys will have plenty of time to upgrade to lifetime if you wanted to, but lifetime is probably not going to be able. I think next year. Likely, we're going to just have a monthly and a yearly plan, and the prices are probably going to go up. Honestly, $38 a month is what we charge right now. It's probably the cheapest service for everything that we have out here available to you as far as membership goes, and all the support that we try to provide as best as possible. All of that comes into play. It's for $38 a month is crazy to me. I've seen a lot of servers that have like just one guy at the top, where if he fails, everyone fails, and there's just not enough for him, that one person, to do everything, and they're charging maybe 75, $100 a month, which is crazy. So we'll see. This little pullback, I like. First price target met on the SPY plan. So you should be taking profits here on SPY, and then hopefully there's another entry here. We'll see what happens. I was hoping for a little bit of a pullback on Tesla here for the next move here up. So it looks like we got it so far. So show you the plans right now. It's $38 a month with, just for you guys, the incentive for joining the live stream today. You do get 10% off this, and not only is it a one-time discount, it's recurring basically until you upgrade or cancel. So let me know which one you're interested in, brother, first, or sister. Let me know which one you're interested first, and then I'll share the discount link for whichever one. So this is 1 month, $38 a month. Comes with the discount code is 35 monthly. The 1 year is $388 normally. That comes down to $330 for the year. And we can, again, you're grandfathered in basically until you cancel. The lifetime is $1588. This is a 25% off discount. So if you did pay for the yearly, or you're already paying the monthly, we can deduct what you currently paid or recently paid and put that into this total amount, which comes to $1,200 for lifetime, with the 25% off. Yeah, just let me know which membership plan you're interested in, and then I'll share that link. I got you. So Bakali, I know you just paid the yearly one, so I want you to know at least we can put that into the lifetime upgrade if you decide to upgrade at any point within this year. Any point within this year, it gets prorated. So the sooner you pay or upgrade into lifetime, the cheaper it'll be for lifetime. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, just let me know, guys. Just DM me. No, so if you want to take advantage of the monthly discount and then you decide like maybe 2 months down the line to upgrade into yearly, it'll just be prorated into the discount though. So yes, you will honor the 15% off again for the yearly membership. Yeah, you got it. So yeah, I'll DM you in a few. I got you, my friend. No worries. So did you end up opening more channels? It looks like I see that you did select some more channels. So I do think that you do see more channels than earlier, right? Just making sure. Tesla's looking good here. Apple is like carrying everything right now. I'm telling you guys, we have a good shot to kind of just skyrocket up. Again, the big resistance is going to be another retest of this previous day high that rejected pretty hard earlier, which we took shorts on. If this breaks above the 637, pretty much on the dot. 637, strong resistance. If we can break that, This could be a melt up day. Shorts are gonna burn today. Oh my god, are you kidding me, bro? Baba, don't do this to me, Baba. Baba's gonna go back up to 120, man. I sold some longs right here, literally at the bottom today. Damn. Come on, Tesla. 331.60. Let's go. I should be up 30% here at least. I'm gonna take some profit here on Tesla and just leave runners, guys. Runners only. 30% here if you followed. I got gypped. I got gypped on that. Should be 30%, but it's all good. So looks good. I only took 3 contracts on my broker. I take small size, guys. I take small size when it comes to oh yeah. Yeah. Let's go, Tesla. Let's go, Tesla. Two. All right, I only got 1 left. Should be up 40% right here. Should be up 40%, you guys. Please take profits. If you followed the Tesla trade, please take profits. Please take profits. Don't let green go red, man. Don't let green go red. I only have 1 left. Pretty much back to break even. I was gonna add more if we got to maybe 330 area again, but looks like we're good to go. We got a nice entry there. Pretty good. Let's go. Oh my god, Baba back up to 120, man. I can't believe this. Look at this candle, bro. Ah! I was on a Discord that allows live trading just like pretty much you are doing right now. Do we do that here every day? But Kali, no. We actually don't do that every day because we don't want to take the opportunity from so many top traders that we have here, you know, to rely on one person. So I only do this on Fridays. It's really mainly to show everyone the Discord and the server and the app, etc. But in the process, we look for live trades and see, you know, where we can take it. You know, we look for opportunities and talk about the trade and try to learn from the trade, especially for the newer traders. So that's really the goal on Fridays for me specifically. And then we have every Tuesday and Thursday, there's another live stream hosted by JTW, which is the one that provided the SPY plan to us. And he does it pretty much every day. His stream is every Tuesday and Thursday, 1 hour before the market opens. And what he does is provide us a few trade plans. Especially if you trade options, I highly cannot recommend enough. Join the live streams on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You will have a trade plan to the upside, to the downside, just like this. There's no bias on, you know, either side. It basically triggers a put entry, even though you felt like, oh man, I think this looked good to go long. If the put entry is triggered, you better believe there's a good chance that it's going to go lower and lower and lower. And if you're stuck in calls and you never took a loss, you're going to have a hard time. So the idea is basically you're going to get these trade plans every Tuesday and Thursday. He provides 2 or 3 pretty much every Tuesday and Thursday. So you could be racked up with trade plans for the entire week. They don't always play out the same day. Sometimes they play out a week or two later, or even 3 weeks later. They get recycled. So I have a trade plan too with Baba. Let me pull it up. Actually, Baba. I have a Baba trade plan. Right, so I mean, if you guys are interested, I mean, you do have a potential opportunity for another re-entry here. I can't believe that it's gonna possibly move back up to the 120.46. But this was basically the stop loss average down area. We broke this 121.50 in the pre-market yesterday. I thought it was going to move back up. It looked really good at the end of the day. It looked like it was moving higher, and then all of a sudden it crapped in overnight. And I thought that, you know, this was a tough area to kind of, you know, hold my loss here. So I took a loss on this morning. You guys saw it. And I did see this this line right here is the 333 SMA on the 15-minute chart. I did see this in the morning, and it kind of was holding. I was like, could wait till then, but I didn't want to, you know, just risk losing a little bit more, especially before the weekend ends. I basically would have had a smaller loss because I would have probably not swung my 125 calls over the weekend. Into next week, you're asking for trouble. You know, I would have to hope that it opens above 121 maybe on Monday. And even then, it'd probably be the same price contract-wise. So, Bakali, to answer your question, no, we don't live trade every day. But again, we do provide these plans every day. And also, again, with my guidance, I'll show you how to properly, you know, follow channels. And once you start to follow those traders that I sent you, you'll see, remember, I talked about the alerts over here, right? But when you start to follow specific traders, you go to the following tab. And now I can see trades by only the traders that I'm specifically following. So it cuts out a lot of the noise when it comes to specifically following trades. And one of the best things about the app, again, I can toggle between open alerts only. I'll go through the app a little bit more now, right? I can toggle between open alerts only. This is my personal cheat sheet. I honestly use this pretty often. So if I see a trader that I'm following, right? Remember, I'm following them for a reason because they are a winning trader. They provide analysis. They provide insight. I usually, and more times than not, I like their trades. And so I'm paying attention to them, right? So I can sort by this result, right? These are traders that are up on their trades right now. Obviously, I'm not going to chase these, but I am going to do the opposite. I'm going to open alerts only. Obviously, some of these will be, you know, maybe lottos that were earning. So you'll see some bigger losses here, maybe on the higher risk trades. But again, the transparency factor is there. Even though they have a big loss here, it doesn't mean, you know, you don't just assume that every trader that you follow is going to have a 100% win rate. It's just not realistic, guys. It's just not realistic. So, right, the idea is what I do is I start scanning the app for alerts that are down on their trades. So I can potentially get a much better entry than a top trader that's on our server, right? For example, here's a good one. Actually, I bookmarked this, right? So here's what I can do, right? I can kind of keep track of all these trades. Let's say Alchemy, right? He's a pretty solid trader. He opened SMCI 48 calls for 829 at 275. He's down 30%. This is a perfect example. I can bookmark this trade. I could like this trade, and I can potentially get a better entry than he did on this, right? Instead of paying 275 per contract, I could pay 193. Nice discount. You don't get that anywhere else, guys. You don't get that anywhere else. I can comment under here. I could say, hey, what's up, Alchemy? Just testing the app out during live stream. I'm gonna follow this trade with now, bro. right? I could say, I don't have to say, you know, I could say anything, really, but you can comment under anybody's trade. They'll see the notification. And the idea is they can reply, or you could even request an update. Maybe you followed the trade and you're like, what the hell? This guy hasn't updated the trade, you know, and we're down 30% here. Well, you know, what's going on? Like, what's the insight now? Well, I could request an update, right? And what it does is it gives him a notification on his end, right? It gives him a notification where, you know, he can, yeah, this is my loss earlier. So now it's at 102. Yeah, pretty much the same level that I lost at. So I took a loss on this one. It was a risky swing trade. Oh my God, BBAI is potentially breaking out here. I have to circle back to CMG. Please remind me. Oh my God, guys, look at this. Look at SPY, bro. Oh my God. All right, we're breaking. This candle is breaking above the yesterday's highs. So if this, as long as this candle closes above the next the next candle closes above this area right here, I might take another long here on futures. Because this looks pretty damn strong here. That candle was crazy. I'm gonna take a long right here. Just in case we pull back down here, I'll take another long. Market's looking so strong, I kind of doubt that we just pull back here. I have a feeling we're going higher for longer here. News on meeting between Putin and Trump got confirmed. Reverse the market. Oh, is that why we started to pump a little more? Or was that just now? That was 12. Yeah, I mean, we did start to move there. That would make sense. Oh my God, how do I not get filled there? I'm gonna take an entry right there, guys, at market. Yeah, I think shorts are getting wrecked right here. Anybody taking puts here? It's tough to do now. I liked it earlier, but not anymore. Not now after retesting this line. And Tesla pulled back again. Aspen Trade is a beast. He's great. Aspen Trade is really good. You can see again. You can see anybody's win rate. You could see anybody's win rate. Hold on, guys. I gotta check BBAI real quick. This has been on my radar forever, and I'm in a swing trade on this. Oh, hold on. I gotta circle back to CMG, guys. Remind me, please. Guys, I'll be on for another maybe 25 minutes or so, just about. Oh, yeah. This looks good. What a beautiful bounce. Oh, yeah. 750 next on BBAI. I have a swing trade on this, and honestly, guys, I'm starting to like this more and more long term. You know, this is getting a lot of comparisons to PLTR. I'm not saying that it's going to be the juggernaut that is PLTR right now, but there is a possibility that could be, you know, side by side along with it. You know, they're getting government contracts. I used to call this a shitco, and this was on my POS list to not trade, but they've had a lot of positive news over the last few months. It looks like institutions are starting to buy into this stock. Had a huge, I mean, again, I've been trading this since, I don't know, sometime in November or something like that. And we took this from $2 all the way to 10 and then back down. and we've been kind of scaling pretty nicely on this. Bro, Brandon, man, I tried to give you the insight on SMCI. Bro, you were trading the weakest semi today, bro. You had to stay away from that crap. Weakest semi today is SMCI. That was one of the first things I pointed out. It's like, damn, everything is green except SMCI. And I think when was their earnings? When was their earnings? Was it just yesterday? Napping, bro. You guys are killing me, man. You guys can't be napping in the middle of a trade that expires today. Like, you can't. You just can't do that. Yeah, BBAI, guys. This looks really good. If it can close this next 1 hour above 720, I would love it. I would love it. So let me update my trade. BBAI.
Order filled.
Nice confluence. The stock's known to give gains back quickly, though. Let's see what happens. Bro, Brandon, man, it's been smooth sailing on futures, bro, today. I wish you would have joined up with me on futures, bro, already. We got 10 trades up 250. What? Oh no, 13 trades now. I just opened 2 more. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to pass this account. Yo, the day that I told you that I only had like 2 more really solid days to trade, that day I lost 600. That day I lost 600. I oversized and I didn't have a stop on a couple of contracts, and the thing just skyrocketed. I was in a short, and I wanted to die. And then yesterday I made it back. Yesterday I made all those losses back. So thankfully it went back to basically where I was. So now I'm at a pretty good area right now. But we'll see what happens the rest of the day. No, I know, man. I know, Brandon, bro. I know for sure. I passed one account and blew it like the same week. It was kind of crazy how it happened. So I learned the hard way with futures. First of all, you need to have some kind of managed risk, because this can be just as bad as options if you want it to be, if you're oversizing. Like I have something set, and 007 helped me, and I'm telling you, he can help you too. Where basically if I buy one contract on futures, it automatically puts a bracket order to sell automatically. So it takes away me doing any of the work. If it sells at that take profit order, then perfect. I don't even think about it. Yeah, it's definitely a discipline game. For sure. And I've been using literally all I use is the SPY plan, bro. We took shorts right here earlier. We took shorts literally at the previous day high right here. I said this in the chat. And obviously you see what happened. We tanked. And then we said, okay, I think I like longs at 635.05. And I mean, you see the bounce, bro. This is crazy. It was beautiful. It worked both ways. I still think I'm considering Tesla longs again here. If this 330 needs to hold though. I did say I was gonna take Tesla shorts if we lose 330, but I just don't like taking shorts when the market is uptrending like this. So I'm not really, I don't really want to take shorts. Look at Apple, bro. Oh my God, man. That whole time that we were waiting for 215 to break, and now it's at 230, 2 days later. Yeah, bro. You gotta keep joining those live streams on Fridays, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. Bokali can tell you right here. She made some money, or he made some money on he or she. Bokali, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry. He. Okay, he. Yeah, he took spy calls down here, and also Tesla, 2 for 2. Yeah, my stop hit on the runner, but yep, that's all it takes. I mean, we literally made money on a 10-minute, 15-minute candle right there. That was kind of crazy. Not easy, not the easiest thing to do. Honestly, it's not the easiest thing to do. The important thing to do is just to plan your trades, guys. If you are planning your trades and trading the plan, that's how you do it. If you don't have a, like, basically the idea should be no plan, no trade. No plan, no trade. And that includes an exit plan, guys. If you don't have an exit plan, you're going to have a hard time, like I said.
Order filled.
All right, I got filled on another long here. I'm probably not going to add any more. I'm going to add a stop here. If we get down here below this VWAP. This needed to cool down just a little bit, and this could provide that long again. We'll see. We're testing again. That 637 is a huge spot, previous day high. If we can get back above that, I'm telling you guys, this thing is gonna launch. That's my opinion. If it can hold 637, we're gonna break out way harder. Shorts are gonna get wrecked today. The VIX lost 16 also. Yeah, if VIX breaks back above 16, then we might reverse. But kind of like VIX. So yeah, Bakali, hopefully that answers your question. I know a lot of people ask, you know, hey, we want live streaming, you know, live trading every single day. But like I said, it takes away from a lot of other really good traders if we do that. And like I said, check out the list I sent. Check out the list I sent and follow those traders. It doesn't necessarily mean follow every single trade that you see. Like, that's going to be impossible. Again, I follow probably about 70 traders, like total, I think. Maybe. And actually it's probably overwhelming, but I don't follow every single trade, right? It depends on my portfolio, right? Like, I don't follow trades like this one, for example, right? CrowdStrike 500 calls. This was $1,300 per contract. I don't follow those. That's too much for my personal preference. My personal preference is catering to smaller accounts. So you'll never see me open contracts that are like over $500. Like, very rarely. You know, very rarely. Very rarely I'll trade anything that's above $500. And that's just my personal preference. I like to trade in the vicinity of having a 5K portfolio. Right? Stats matter. Yeah, but he doesn't alert them, bro. Does he? Did he start alerting? Yeah, if he doesn't alert them, then to me it's irrelevant, bro. I can't follow somebody who doesn't use the app. And I recommend you guys too, man. Follow traders that use the app to their advantage. This way you get to see the real track record. You get to see the track record. And again, here's an example, right? Gizmo, he's solid trader. He takes a lot of long-term plays. I don't know how this is a lotto, but because he's buying 6 months worth of time. But again, his entry was 450. You can get an entry at 425. I'm gonna bookmark this trade. I'm just gonna keep track. I'm not gonna follow it right now. But if this is down at some point next week, I like this swing. I like Uber swing. And it's at a decent price. You know, so let's say this opens up on Monday at 360 or 370. I'll take a stab at it. I'll take a stab at it. So this is what I do, guys. I'm telling you, this is my cheat sheet, bro. Brandon, this is my cheat sheet. Bro, I sort by the result. Obviously, anything that's 90%, those are probably expiring today or within the week. And I'm not really interested in those. But the ones I'm interested in more so are going to be a month or two out. A month or two out or more. And in the price range that I prefer. And if they're down 15, maybe 10 to 30%. Those are the trades that I will follow pretty often. Here's another one, right? Aspen Trade, he's a beast, in my opinion. He's a really solid trader, but he opened SMCI swing also. It looked like a good setup. He's down 30% on this. This is a perfect one that I might consider actually swinging today. Let me take a look at SMCI, bro. I haven't really looked at it like that. Let's take a look. I want to kill SMCI. Bro, listen. And this is a rule that JTW has given me, and I promise you, bro, it has helped me so much. It has helped me so much, so I need to preach it more often. But he gave me a rule, and maybe this was just his rule, but do not trade a stock that has earnings. Wait 3 days until it settles down. Wait 3 days post earnings. Anybody know how to get the earnings back? I missed. Anybody know how to get the earnings back on the chart? I think I disabled it one day because it was in my way, and I don't know how to put it back. I thought it was there. How do I get earnings back on the chart, guys? Anybody know? Ah, here we go. Got it. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Earnings breaks. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I like that. That's new. I don't recall seeing that ever. I like that. It shows the gap between the earnings. Look at the rally that SMCI had. Wow, crazy from the last earnings. But yeah. So again, the rule is do not trade a stock after earnings. Wait 3 days, and I promise you'll find more opportunities than not. Sometimes you get these huge gap downs, bro, and it's just a continuation to the downside. It's not always you get the perfect bottom. You know what I mean? So it's always best to wait it out a bit. Easier said than done. I know. Easier said than done. It looks like Tesla. Oh no, Tesla's moving higher again. Tesla held that 330. How's my longs looking? I'm still down. All right, so SMCI, let's take a look for real. Now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, first of all, I think JTW had a trade plan for this not that long ago. So give me a second. SMCI from JTW. I could have swore he did a trade plan on this. Oh no, that was last month, over a month ago. But yo, this is crazy because sometimes this happens with JTW's trade plans. They come right back to these levels. And I think this is pretty relevant to where we are. So I'm just going to mark these levels, bro. So give me a second. I'm going to mark these levels and we'll see how it looks on the chart right now. So let's pull up the trade plan navigator. And we're going to insert these levels. Okay, so call entry 4777. Put First price target, 49.73. $51.05. 52.66. 52.66. Stop loss average down is 46.08, which is, it's crazy. This is right around where we are. The put entry is 46.08, so we're just below the put entry right now. 44.13. PT1 is 42.79. PT3 is 40.77. And the put stop loss average down is actually the call entry. All right, so we got our... Ah, shit. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. Damn, I got to do that over. Damn it. I got to do that again, guys. Hold on. My fault. I messed up. I didn't save this one, did I? No. Get a new chart here. All right, let's try that again. I hate I'm not in options on my favorite stocks like Hood, AMD, and NBIS. Oh, NBIS, did it keep running? NBIS? I saw it had a huge gap up on earnings, but man, you can't predict that stuff though. You know, just like SMCI, you would think SMCI would have pumped. You know, I just can't believe, you know, NBIS was a $10 stock, man, not that long ago. It's just nuts. Trade plan navigator. All right, let's see if this works now. Okay, yeah, I think we're good now this time. All right, cool. Yeah, we're good. All right. Let me put these in again, my bad. Call entry, 47.77. Call PT1, 49.73. 51.05. 52.66. Stop average down is 46.08. Put entry is 46.08. Put PT1 is 44.13. 42.79. So yeah, man, it's hard to trade those earnings, you know, reactions right out the gate. Doesn't always work out, man. Especially swinging short term, bro. Did you have 8/8 expiration or more time? Because that's the other thing. Get away from trading weeklies, bro. That's my big recommendation. Like, buying time makes such a difference. Even if it's like, if it's a month out, even better. But if you're swinging short-term options overnight into the next day, I mean, if you get a 3% gap down, 2% gap down, you're looking at being down 30%, 40%, especially with multiple contracts. It's painful. I know it all too well, bro. Okay, I think we're good here. All right, so now we have an SMCI trade plan. And I'm gonna mark this, I'm gonna save this. SMCI trade plan. No, actually, 88. All right, so now looking at it, yeah, 88 and 815 too short term, bro. It's too risky, man. Overnight, you just never know what's gonna happen. But yeah, the problem with earnings, they just you have to the analysts have to digest everything. All right, we're getting back above 637. Tesla is breaking up higher. Oh my god, man! I felt like taking Tesla calls again. Apple, oh my god, bro! Apple is just carrying. There's no red candles here. Actually, one. I'm sad about Apple, bro. I had Apple 215 calls for August 15th. I held that for like 2-3 weeks and had to cut it. And I never got back in. I should have got in after earnings. But yeah, decided not to. So yeah, bro. All right, let's take a look at SMCI for real. We're kind of obviously you see we're below the put entry here. This really needs to break 50 to go way higher. This had a rounding bottom. I mean, it had a lot of things going for it. This is a rounding bottom setup that just broke down. And you would think that it looks like a cup and handle, but it just the handle never came. It never broke above. Lost the 921 EMA, lost the 333 SMA on the daily right there. Let's zoom in. Let's see what levels we got here. Well below. Remember, SMCI lost so much value sometime earlier this year that, and it's doubled since then, but still, it's still down, I think, over the last few months, right? Let me see. Or maybe since last year. Let me see. Yeah, this was a $66 stock in February. And it lost over 50% of that, regained that, and now we're still technically down from the yearly highs 30% after today. Which does provide a nice potential opportunity. So let's see what we can find with SMCI. Yeah, I mean, all these levels are very valid. This is what JTW does, man. It's crazy how sometimes these play out exactly like they play back again. But short term, this looks really ugly, bro. Like this looks like it could see if it breaks this 45 area. What is this? Where are we at here? $44.90. Yeah, if this 45 gets taken out pretty much, you're looking at a pretty large gap down, bro. 44, 42, 40. I assume that you cut the 815 calls. Yeah, bro, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Below 45 looks pretty damn ugly. There's a big gap down below. And you could see the choppy area right here. I think I drew this a long time ago that I had to get out of here, and sure did. Let me delete this box. Look at this chop disgust, man. It would end up in this choppy area again, which is between 45 down to 40 pretty much. I would love SMCI at 40. I think 40 probably buyers step in. Let's check some options flow also. Let's see what that looks like. Wow, this has been holding for a while, man. Let me see what's going on here. Yo, see the difference with options versus futures, Brandon? With SPY, if I had SPY calls this whole time, I would be destroyed on this trade. Like, I would definitely be down a lot more on this. I'm actually gonna add. Let me double check here. Hold up. Actually, we lost that 637. SPY is still struggling with the 637, man. I'm not that confident yet, but we're at VWAP on the 5-minute. Upper band. I might still take a stab here with the stop 635.70 area right here. 635.50. I mean 636.50. I mean.
Order filled.
Yeah, trade of 8, bro. Apex, go through trade of 8. I sent my link somewhere above. Somebody requested it. Yeah, put in that code, bro, and then you're good. All right, I'm gonna add a tight stop on this one. If we go lower, oh, whoa, nasty candle. Nasty candle there. We could lose levels here. If 636.50 gets taken, we could start to curl down again, potentially.
Stop filled.
Ooh, my stop got filled on that. Oh my god. Of course, my stop hits and it pumps back up. And we'll see what happens here. So yeah, man, SMCI below 45 looks pretty ugly, man. And you don't know, like, we could bounce. It could bounce for next week, but especially with market up. But I personally, I don't like relative weakness. If your entire sector is green and you're not, that's probably a bad sign. Because if these have a red day on Monday, this is probably going to even be more red on Monday, and it could be a continuation to the downside. I wouldn't be shocked if we see more downside. But it's iffy. It's in a tough spot. It's tough to hold when something's down 3%. That got pushed back up pretty quick. Oh my god. I might re-add here again. No, I'm gonna wait it out. I'll wait till we break 637. If we don't, I might have to cut these shorts. Longs, I mean. All right, so we bookmarked a couple trades. Let's see. What else? What else can I bookmark here that I like? Skeptical. This is an interesting one as well. He's a beast as well. I'm gonna bookmark this one. I'm gonna like it. He's down 10%, nothing crazy, but IBIT is basically a crypto related ticker. I think it's an ETF. What else we got? GLD has just been running and running and running. I can't believe, man. Oh man, I had like 120 calls so long ago. Let's see. Why is Hims here twice? It's a glitch. Disregard this, guys. I'm just curious. Why does he have two of the same trade? Oh, it is the same trade. Okay, never mind. Oh, yep. I'm probably going to stop out here, guys. Ooh, yeah. We're losing levels here. $630, $650 doesn't hold on SPY. We could start to curl. We lost the 921 EMA. Down goes 45 on SMCI so far. All right, got a reversal signal here. Am I going to add size here? I think so. I'm going to re-add longs.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, back to my regular size from earlier, and I'll add a couple tight stops. Oh, gosh. Let me do this from TradingView, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't get it out of my way. Tilray looks to be rebounding. Oh man, these the weed stocks having a tough time, man. Bro, what is going on with my trading view? I'm stuck. SMCI, new low on day, man. I'm gonna have to reopen trading view. Hold on. Never been a minute. Never been a minute. Tilray, I'll take a quick look. You guys have any last questions? I went way longer than anticipated, honestly. I usually go until maybe 11 a.m. Eastern time. when we start at 8:30, but I started like an hour and a half later than I usually do. But yeah, we'll take a look. I'm gonna set an alert for oh, get rid of this SMCI. Okay. I want this to alert me every time I get to any of these alert functions on the 15-minute. So now I could get rid of SMCI. Ugh, pretty laggy. I'm gonna end this